Peace and blessings, everyone. It is your girl, Donna, and I'm back again with another video. As you guys can tell by the title, we are about to talk about a Candida cleanse. All right. So, as you guys know, I recently, well, not recently, but I posted a video a while back ago about journey with my HS, discovering that I had HS, which was hidradenitis suppurativa. It's a inflammatory disorder, and it's basically like really bad acne. And I suffered from that for years, since my adolescent years. As soon as I was able to, pre-puberty, I suffered from that. And I got the runaround with the Western medicine. And so I did my own research and did an elimination diet, removed some items from my diet. And voila, it was gone. I didn't deal with it again. But, years have gone by. My body has changed even more. And although, I have come a long way in my healing journey, is still what it is, just a healing journey. You never stop healing. The body constantly is going through its cycles and maintaining as well. So you have to definitely be an intuitive healer for yourself. Always, pay attention to how you're feeling. But anyways, I don't want to get off topic. I just want to say that, there's other conditions that promote the sickness even further, right? And so what I've been able to find in my research, when I was able to cure my HS, excuse me, I knew that there were things in my diet that were causing me to have this inflammation in my body. And so I was able to dive deeper into gut health, and I did a lot of research around that. I already knew that, you had to take your probiotics and things of that nature, but I didn't realize how damaged my gut had been throughout the years because of all of the previous antibiotics that I've taken, plus just environmental factors such as perfumes and detergents and, diet. Even though I had removed dairy, there was still other things in my diet that produced what you call Candida. All right, so a lot of you guys know Candida on a basic level as just the yeast buildup that happens in the vagina and causes vaginal discharge, which typically itches a lot. But then there is also Candida overgrowth that can happen in the gut. And this is what happens when you are eating a lot of yeasty foods. So a lot of breads, cakes, processed foods, high sugar content foods. And these foods basically create a fungal environment in your gut lining, causing other issues, causing you to have possibly really bad skin issues, causing you to suffer from constipation. People don't realize how the gut works. The gut is a huge nervous system. So you're talking about your nervous system being affected. You're talking about the way that you feel, your emotional health, your mental health. It has a lot to do with your gut. It's heavily connected. And so when you are suffering from this yeast overgrowth, which if we know anything about fungus, fungus is extremely hard to get rid of. It feeds really quickly. It grows at an exponential rate. So a lot of the times people don't even realize that what they're really suffering from is Candida overgrowth. And this can look like I said, brain fog. This can look like, mood swings. This could look like reoccurrent yeast infections, ringworms, things of that nature. Rashes on your skin, thrush on your tongue. For a lot of women, that's vaginal discharge, right? And like I said, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily dirty. What it means is that you possibly could be having a horrible diet, horrible environmental factors going on, using perfumes and things of this order, not having the proper nutrition. So there's a lot of things that play into that role of possibly your yeast being out of whack. And so just a few tips on some things that you can do to basically do this whole cleanse. And this is not an easy task. Like I said, fungus is very hard to get rid of. You are going to have to be extremely disciplined with your diet, but there's ways around it. There is definitely ways around it. Everybody's body is different. But the first thing that I would suggest that you do is get some sort of diflucan if you can, or some sort of yeast control pill, especially if the situation is out of hand. Sometimes you may have a mild case of Candida overgrowth, and you will feel it through constipation. You might feel it through, as a lady, through discharge, even men as discharge. But that's just like a mild case. But then you'll have like really severe cases where, you're dealing with the thrush, and you're dealing with just reoccurrent, constantly getting yeast infections all the time. So you got to understand that the healing processing times may be different, and you must be compassionate with yourself during this time. You have to be compassionate with yourself, because it's not as easy to do the Candida cleanse as it is any other cleanse. So like I said, you would want to first get you a good diflucan or yeast control pill. AZO is a good brand. I'll link it somewhere down so you guys can see. That's a really good brand to just start on getting that medicine within you or whatever. And then you are going to want to immediately remove bread from your diet, remove carbs from your diet, remove fast foods from your diet, fried foods, anything bready, anything that is going to carry gluten or wheat or flour in your gut. You want to make sure anything that is yeasty and cakey, no, you got to remove it from your diet immediately. And you are probably going to have to do this for months. It is that serious. You will have to be on a diet like that for months at a time. Now, like I said, I am not a fanatic. I believe in physical as well as the spiritual healing, and they go hand in hand. So for me, my healing journey is different than a lot of other people. However, you have to understand that things don't happen overnight, because you didn't get to that place overnight. So you have to be patient with yourself and know, like, this is going to require discipline. This is a form of fasting as well, and it's important for you to you know, remove certain things from your diet for certain seasons, you know, and it doesn't mean that you can't ever eat bread again. It just really means that in this season, that is just not an ingredient that is going to help you be in your optimal health, right? So put yourselves first, guys. Love your bodies first. So that's the pretty much another thing that you want to do is you want to immediately remove yeast from your diet, move things with high sugar content, and then what you want to replace that with is you're going to want to replace that with really proteins and vegetables and greens. That is all you really want to replace it with. You want to have your good fibers like your oatmeal and things like that, but you want to stay away from high sugar content. That may be fruit. That is fruit, actually, for a lot of the fruits that we enjoy. They have too high of sugar content, and that's what the yeast loves. That's what the fungus loves. It loves the sugar. It loves the carbohydrates. So you have to remove that from your diet for a while. This may take months, but you will notice the difference over time, right? So that is just the gist of it. You should, like I said, you want to do this cleanse for months if you can, for you to really feel a difference and see the difference. Another thing that you may want to get is a activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is really good for cleansing the blood and just removing any toxins. So you can make a charcoal tea, or you can actually take the capsules of the activated charcoal. And then what else? And then, yeah, water. Water only, no coffee, no cream, no dairy. You really want to make sure that you are, you know, also getting your probiotics, but you want to get your probiotics through things that are not high in sugar. So for me, that's not really eating yogurt, because I don't like how regular yogurt tastes without sugar. So that's not something that I eat. I've just stuck to the meat and the vegetables because that is my thing. I do avocado in the morning. That is like my sweet, creamy sensation that fulfills my sugar fixes. And you guys have to understand that sugar and processed foods, and it's pretty much the same as crack. So be compassionate with yourself once again, and know that it's going to take some time to first reprogram the mind, and second to get your body to adjust to what your mind has made up already. But happy healing. I am on a Candida cleanse, and I'm just going to drop in a few photos of some things that I've been eating during my Candida cleanse. And yeah, let me know in the comment section if you've ever dealt with this. Subscribe if you feel the vibe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.